Oi.
Oi,
Welcome.
Day?
Welcome, everybody, to Dinner Date.
Oh, that kind of oi.
Oi.
Hello.
Oi, I'm trying to
I'm
go fake.
Paka. Welcome.
accent.
Come in, sit down. Have a good time. Here.
We're gonna have Wayne come in here and show
Wayne.
you how it's done.
Wayne.
Show you how the Brits do it right.
Hello, my name is Wayne. I'm Paka. Are you disrespecting me? Is that what you're doing?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Well, am I bothered?
I'm
Am I
taking
bothered,
the piss
though?
on you, actually, is what I'm doing.
All right, then you take over the reins. Ready, go.
I've got nothing. I'm sorry.
You
I was
can't remember
completely
any of
unprepared to
You're
back
supposed to
up
say,
my...
You're supposed to say, come in, sit down, have a drink.
Oh,
This is dinner date. Go.
come in, sit down, have a drink. This is dinner date? Is it?
Okay.
Right?
So what's going
No?
on, Crystal?
This is why Christian
Where's
does this and not me.
Christian, and who is this sitting here?
Well, we actually had a raffle.
Mm-hmm.
And, what, you don't know? You're looking at me like you don't know.
I don't.
Okay, well, without telling you, behind your back, we had a raffle,
Uh-huh.
and we decided to have one of our big fans on the show. And so
Ooh.
all of our fans sent us messages, and we picked one anonymously, put him
So
in a
he
hat.
was picked out of hundreds of thousands of entries. Right?
Thousands of thousands, actually.
Thousands of
Yeah,
thousands.
thousands of
And it's
thousands.
not because Christian didn't come so he could spend time with his girlfriend and try
No.
to...
And we didn't
Okay.
even do this locally. This was an international extravaganza.
worldwide
Yeah.
extravaganza?
Mhm.
Wow, so who are you and where are you from?
My name's Tony, and I'm from California.
Oh, you're one of the guys fighting to be our number one fan.
Yeah, I'm in a heated battle with Levon.
Really? Have you been in the same room at the same time and gotten in a fist fight over? Said?
We were eating lunch today, actually.
You were?
Yeah,
Wow.
me, Peter, and Levon, and I almost I didn't want to do anything in public, but I almost stabbed him.
Stabbed him with
Plastic fork.
plastic fork. All right.
Good choice. Good choice.
Yeah.
Who could win in a fist fight? You or
Me.
Levon? Wow, no hesitation there.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's not necessarily because Levon's weak, but I'm more desperate than he is.
Well, you're in the Orange Monkey Studios. Is this a dream come true or?
It is actually. I love Orange Monkey and I love Dinner Date, and this is a dream come true.
So tell us your favorite segments of Dinner Date. Anything stand out?
My favorite segments, actually, kind of something that I laughed about recently. Because I listened to them multiple times when I'm like working, and and I'm tired of listening to the radio. I like the racial report.
The
I thought
racial
that was really
report?
funny. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
You
Because
like
it was in depth.
Like funny once or funny always?
It wasn't funny. It was a dramatic, in-depth report.
Right.
What about
So-
the racist report struck you?
That it was
you enjoy,
interesting.
Poignant?
Did you
I
enjoy
enjoyed
listening
it.
to it once,
Uh,
or
Well, I listened. There were like how many? Like two, I think.
Two racist? Well, there was a follow-up
was
racist
a follow-up,
report, and there was a
okay.
sexist report. Yeah.
The sexist. I thought those were both pretty entertaining.
Awesome. And who was the reporter on those?
I think it was you, David.
Wow.
Really?
So I'm the best person on the
so
show?
you
Is that
had
what
one
just said?
good segment? That's well done, David.
No,
Congratulations.
it's his favorite out of all of them.
Yeah.
So wait, who is your favorite between who's on the podcast? Christian, David, and Crystal. Who's your favorite?
I have to say Crystal.
Aw,
Oh,
thanks. That's
is it
I'm
because you have a
here.
thing for Asian chicks? Is that why?
It's because I'm within punching
I've got yellow fever.
radius.
Yeah.
And she's got a needle.
yellow fever. And then anything that stands out as being offensive or abhorrent or you don't ever want to hear again on Dinner Date?
Oh hell no! I love that. I love all that stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I like
we-
that a lot on LCD too. When you guys did that.
Really?
Offensive. He likes offensive.
You know who tested really high and our fans really love is Dieter, von Dieter Schnellhagen
Oh, yeah,
Jr.
Dieter.
How do you feel about Dieter?
He's. I can't understand him most of the time.
He's a plague.
But you love listening to him, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good. See, there's another fan saying how much he loves Dieter von
Another,
Dieter
that's
Schnellhagen
just
Jr.
one, David. Another, you
No,
have to
we
have at
took a
least
poll
two.
and he's tested really high with our
At
audience.
least two.
Really high. How'd you like Francois de la Francange?
He's pretty funny.
Okay, he's pretty funny too.
Wow. So, how do you like the mommy report?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, we got to talk
I expect to be
shit
a mommy
about
myself
Christian.
someday.
Oh,
So
excellent.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations. That's a good aspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
What
should
do you
have
think
goals.
about Christian? He's not here. You can tell us the truth.
Really? I think
Yeah.
Christian. I think Christian could do to be a little funnier.
What could he do to be a little funnier?
I don't know. He could. Well, he could be here for one.
Yeah, do you know why he's not here?
I heard it was. I heard some story. Producer Peter was telling me that it had something to do. Excuse me, something to do with his girlfriend.
Yeah, he had to see his girlfriend tonight. We all get paid a tremendous salary to be here.
Yeah,
you know, we are the world's #1 podcast, and he didn't show up just to hang out with his girlfriend.
He chose his girlfriend over us. Personally, I'm
yeah, he's going to get docked his salary this month.
And I don't think Dave is going to put out anymore.
Who?
You.
Put out? What do you mean put out?
He means
seriously?
Like
oh.
Really?
I don't know if I will.
It's been that long.
Oh man, it's been a really long time.
Oh dear, I'm sorry.
How come Christian's never mentioned his girlfriend on the podcast before? This is the first time I've heard.
Well, we tried to talk to him about it, but then he got flipped out and turned the table over and just like
he's oddly
flipped
defensive
out.
about his
Really?
relationships. Mm-hmm.
Took a swing at producer Peter. It wasn't good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he throw shit anywhere?
Acid
Not
in my
actual
face. Yes.
fecal matter, but
Fecal matter.
yeah. No fecal matter.
Oh, I was gonna. You know what I was gonna do for this podcast, and I think we should do it. I'm gonna do the entire podcast passive aggressive. What do you think about that? So from this point on, I'm gonna be passive aggressive.
Try it out. I love being passive aggressive. I actually do that quite often.
You do? Really?
Yeah. I like it. I like, especially like, let's say
I can't tell if you're being passive
Really?
aggressive.
No, I'm not.
I think you'd be really good at it.
I mean, when somebody pisses me off, you have to be aggressive in order to be passive aggressive. You can't just.
I could see how you'd be really
passive
good at
aggressive
it
by being happy
Crystal.
all the time. Thanks.
You're welcome.
So, my favorite is, somebody in public pisses you off, and then you just make comments out loud about the thing that they did. For instance, if somebody bumps into you and they don't say excuse me or anything, you could just say, wow, I really hate when people just bump into you and they don't even say excuse me. That's so freaking rude.
That actually sounds aggressive.
No.
Passive aggressive would be...
No, it's passive because you're not saying it to them.
Oh.
You bump into me and I say to Tony, God, some people just don't have any manners. You'd think that, their parents would teach them how to be polite to other people.
Do
Are you
people
saying
ever...
David doesn't have any manners?
Yes, I am.
Who? Me? Wait, do people ever confront you on it?
No. I did actually. There's been a couple instances where someone was rude to me, and I wasn't passive aggressive. I just called them out on it. And one time, the woman, she was at Target. She was an older woman. She worked at Target, and she was really rude to me. And I had my daughter, and I was like having a really bad day, and she bitched at me for not putting something up on the. I put a large item up on the conveyor belt, and then she said, "Oh, don't put it up there. Leave it in the cart." Because I guess she didn't want to have to pick it up and put it in the cart herself. Yeah. But she, instead of saying, oh, could you not do that or whatever, she was like mean to me about it. And I got really upset. And I was like, it's like, that's rude and blah, blah. And she's like, well, you shouldn't have put it up there, kind of an attitude. And the guy in front of me in line actually overheard this. And as I was walking out, like, I was so mad that I didn't even think to complain to anybody.
Yeah.
But I saw him complaining to a manager about the way she was treating me.
Wow.
That's how mean she was. And I thought that was
Rock
really
on.
nice of
That
him.
is
Yeah,
really
I was
nice of
really,
him,
really
yeah.
happy.
What a bitch.
But another
Yeah.
time I was at...
Wait, which Target so we know?
I think it was the one in Eagle Rock, but I really liked the one in Eagle Rock, and I've never seen her there since, so she might have gotten fired, because I don't think it was the first time.
Rock on.
I thought I heard something about, this wasn't the first complaint we've had about her or something.
Maybe she got a markup and then hung herself.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. But, anyway, the other time was I was at the gas station, and I was pulling into the gas station. I was going to go at a pump, and a woman was, like, in the middle blocking both, like, two separate pumps, so I couldn't get in. And then I kind of tap my horn like, hey, I'm here. And she goes, oh, she like waves her finger like, hold on. And then runs into the store and pays for her gas and then comes back and then pulls her car back. And I was like, that was kind of rude. And she was like...
You said that out loud?
Yeah.
Rock on.
Yeah, I was so mad. I was like, that was kind of rude. And she was like, well, I told you 1 minute. I'm like, I know, but I'm sitting here waiting for you to go in and come out. And and the back of my car was hanging out of the gas station, so I was actually into the road a bit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm hanging here out into the road, cars are coming this way. They can't go. I can't go.
Yeah.
That was kind of rude. And you know what? She was the coolest person I think I've ever met in my entire world. You know what she said?
What?
She said, you're right, that was.
Oh, that is cool.
She
That's
said,
amazing.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh my god! So you were like, okay, you diffused it that second. Yeah.
I was like, I was actually completely shocked that somebody would have that reaction. I was expecting like, whatever, bitch, or something.
Yeah.
You know? She was like, I'm sorry.
What was she? Okay. What was her racial profiling?
I don't
was she white?
No.
She wasn't?
No, she wasn't.
Wow.
She was probably Japanese. They're very polite.
Japanese.
No, she wasn't.
They're very polite people.
Are people afraid of you, though, because you're Asian? They think you're going to give them a karate chop or something?
Yes, all the time. Especially when I wear my black belt out. I usually parade, tie it around my forehead. Yeah.
So what do you do when confronted with those kinds of situations, David?
What do I do confront? I don't know. People aren't rude to me all that much, but usually I don't know. I can't even think of a time.
Do you get into fist fights?
No, I've gotten geared up to have fist fights, and people usually don't.
Yeah.
Is it because you're bigger than they are?
I don't know. I think it's just because I project that I'm going to bite their face off or something like that.
Because your mouth is bigger than their face?
No, one time I was at this bar, and there was these 4, I'd say, of Middle Eastern descent people at a bar. And they were giving me like the mad dog. They were mad dogging me.
They were all up in your grill.
Yeah, and I was. And it was I was meeting a group of people.
You weren't wearing your turban?
No, they were Middle Eastern descent, not me.
Well, I meant they were giving you shit because.
No. The reason why I think is because I was meeting a whole group of people there, and the people that had come were all women, and like there was more guys coming, but they hadn't come yet. So I was hanging out with these women, and they were kind of like checking them out and kind of flirting with them, but the girls were like, "Ooh, gross, get away!" And like one girl actually said, "Stop talking to me, you're being rude," or something like that to them, to these guys. So they were mad dogging me, and at this one point they were like,
control your bitches. Is that the?
I don't know what.
Check your hose, dude.
No, I think that they were just doing that, that thing where, like, if they can have the girls, they'll start a fight with the guy because they think, like, oh, there's one guy and there's 4 of us.
I don't know that thing.
Well, guys do that.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about.
Really?
Guys do this weird thing where...
They're basically trying to dominate.
Yeah.
So after they beat him up,
they were pointing at me and talking amongst themselves, and it was that whole thing where they were totally going to fight or something. So I was like, I wasn't paying attention. All of a sudden, I, like, kind of noticed it, and so I turned towards them, and I was just mentally thinking, like, okay, the first guy, like... he's going to take a swing and I'm going to do this and that. Like, I was just strategically doing it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, this is going to happen. And I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. And they started walking towards me and I started walking towards them. And I, like, took a stance, like I'm going to do this. Let's go. Yeah. And all of a sudden, they all veered out of my way and walked out.
Were you like Moses?
And I was like, whoa. I was like, I didn't know what I was. I was just like, wow, like, that was bizarre. Huh. So, I don't know. That's the kind of shit that happened.
That was the only time you got close to throwing down?
No, one time in Paris, something happened, too, when this guy, I think, was going to try to rob us at a ATM.
And then he changed his mind?
Yeah, because I was like,
wait. When you pulled out your knife?
No, I turned to him. It looked like he had something in his pocket, and I was like, what are you doing? And then he left. Like, because I was sort of like, what's going on? Like, you know what I mean? And then when you're not paying attention and you're just like hanging out and talking to friends and they're kind of like getting nervous about something and I just wasn't paying attention to him and then I turned to him and then I was like, well, what are you doing? Because he kept trying to talk to us and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was speaking in English and French and then I just turned to him and I was like...
What sort of questions was he asking? Or what kind of conversation?
He was kind of drunk, and he was kind of like
how much money?
I think he was like flirting with the girl and then talking to the guy and stuff in French and stuff. So I didn't know what.
Maybe he just had a boner in his pocket. His boner.
He could have had a boner in his pocket. Mm-hmm. But when he left, my French friend was like, he was up to no good. He was trying to steal from us or something like this or something like that. And I was like, oh well. Oh, you know what happens in France? People are really rude in France. Like, because I traveled with a blonde friend of mine around Paris.
Yeah.
No, it's true. But they're not. No one's ever been rude to me in Paris because, like, I would we'd be traveling around and like guys. You know how I'm sure you know this, Crystal. Sometimes when guys like are flirting with you, they'll be like rude flirting, like mean, like you know, like just like, oh yeah, like they'll be mean to you, but like ha ha ha, it's funny, like teasing a girl type of thing, but they're kind of flirting. You know what I mean?
My husband will do that with me, but I haven't experienced that since 5th grade. I think.
Yeah,
guys would snap my bra.
Well, that's yeah.
I think that was
so they would do that to her, and they'd be kind of rude to her. And a couple times I'd walk up and I'd be like, "What's going on?" They'd be like, "Oh, you're with him. It is okay. Is there anything I can get you? You're from America. I love America." Like that kind of shit.
That doesn't sound.
But they're kind of.
Would they wave little flags too?
They're kind of pussies. Yeah, they would actually. We are pussies in France. We don't know. They don't know. Oh,
yeah.
sorry, go
Well,
ahead.
they could burn you with their cigarettes, though.
They could. I don't know why they don't get more into that. They should. They could really do some
Start a
damage.
revolution.
I can't remember the last time someone was rude to me. I don't know.
Go to hell, David.
What?
Just so you can remember.
No, I'm sure that there are. I'm sure that there
Just
are
trying to help
people. Oh, no, there was a lady that was really rude to me at Bed Bath & Beyond, and I just kind of took it because it was so over the top. You know when it's so over the top, you're like, what?
Like
She was
did
an
it just
old-
come out of nowhere, and she was freaking out on you.
Well, I asked her a question. I was like, where is the whatever, or something like that. I go, where are the... I forget what I asked her, but it wasn't what... I know what it was. It was the beach towels. I was like, where are the beach towels with the towels? And they weren't. And then I asked her another question. And I don't know. She was just an old, late. I remember she was facing me, and she's one of those women that was like normal, like she had a normal body, but her ass was so fat that I could see it from the front.
Space.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I was just like,
Right,
wow.
you could
Like
see
I didn't
that.
say anything. I was just like, wow, like what is wrong with her? And then I realized, oh, she's just got a big fat ass.
It's like being on the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But her upper torso was totally normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So that's all. You know, like when that's just it.
I actually met a guy
So-
who was like, I mean, that's sort of like, it reminds me of a caricature, right?
Uh-huh.
I met a guy, he was in his 40s, like 45, something like that, and he had big beard, and he had that thing where he was really skinny on the bottom and had a big upper body, and it was like, you know,
Like
those
he worked
cartoons,
out, but he-
those cartoons, like
he had a barrel
of
chest
lumberjacks, you know,
Yeah.
where they have like he'd have jeans with a belt on,
Yeah.
and then he'd have his shirt tucked in, and then he had this really big, like, it wasn't
And he had
like
like a big belly too. And
yeah,
everything.
not
Oh.
fat,
Massive.
and he wasn't fat, but he wasn't extremely buff. He looked like he was average, toneness or whatever, but his proportions were completely off. His bottom
Yeah.
was, his legs and his butt and his waist was really skinny.
Like
And his
cowboy or
top-
like Appalachian white trash where they...
I've
Yeah, I know
only
what
seen
you
it in
mean.
caricatures before. Like,
Yeah.
really, when somebody draws like a caricature of a lumberjack, it's like that.
Yeah.
Like, where they have this big lumbering upper body and then this skinny
Yeah.
little legs. Yeah. It was very strange to see that in real life.
That is weird. There's guys at the gym that do that sometimes where they work out their upper body and not their legs. Like there's one guy in particular
Oh,
that I
and they
see all
get
the
like
time,
these
and I
skinny,
just,
these like rail legs, and
yeah,
I've
this
seen
one guy
that
he's
before,
totally
too.
buff on the top, and he has totally skinny legs on the bottom. It's just like, I don't get it. Why don't you work out? You could see, and he wears shorts too.
Maybe he's not looking. Maybe he can't see
His
below
body
his
dysmorphia.
pecs. Like, his pecs are just sticking
But
out
there's
so
mirrors
much.
though. He can
Maybe
see into
he's
the mirror.
a vampire.
Maybe he thinks they're funhouse mirror.
Maybe
Oh,
he's a
speaking of
funhouse mirror.
vampires, there's a show that's on TV right now, Moonlight. Have you guys heard of that?
Oh, I've heard about it. Peter's
Okay.
talked to me about it before.
Yeah, and we've been watching it, and it's about this guy who's a vampire, and he's a detective, and he like helps humans, and basically it's like Angel, and like there was another one too, but I mean,
Forever
it's-
Night.
Forever Night. That's it. Yeah.
I remember that show.
But I mean, it's a decent show. Once you get through the first few episodes where it seems like they can't act, you just kind of get used to the characters.
Is it like Charmed acting, like that type of acting?
Yeah, I guess
Okay,
so, kind of.
I love that.
Yeah. But my point was, oh yes, he was in the car, and he looked at a girl who was in the back seat, and he looked at her through the rear view mirror, and you saw his reflection in the rear view mirror looking at her. How is that possible if he's a vampire? Somebody, please.
Well, it depends on what like mythos you're going by, because certain vampires can see them, like according to certain cultures, can see themselves in mirrors and others can't.
Why is it that they can, and why is it that they can't? What are
I'm actually not completely sure that vampires not being able to see themselves in mirrors is part of the original like whole myth thing. Because I think it was just like running water, garlic, and staking them through the heart and chopping their head
Wait,
off.
what's
or
running
something.
water?
They can't cross like running water or something.
Really, I
or they
didn't hear.
can't.
I've
Like
never
a
heard
river?
that one.
Yeah, that's true with most like ghost
Why?
myths. I have no fucking idea.
Wow.
The only thing I know
It's
about
just- I just know
vampires
Maybe
something
is
very
it's flowing
common.
life or something, and they can't.
supposedly like vampires can't come in unless you invite them in or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's supposed
What's
to
the
be
big
the
deal?
rule.
Just don't invite them in. I don't understand what's the
Well,
big deal.
what if you don't know they're a vampire?
Yeah, you could not.
What
know.
if all this time you were a vampire and I keep inviting you in my house? See, once you've invited a vampire in once, they can always
Have
come
you
in.
ever seen David during the daylight?
Yeah, this Sunday we had
Yes,
pancake breakfast.
Pancake
Maybe
breakfast.
he's like Blade.
Maybe that's why.
Oh, and I'm wearing
Christian's not coming.
sunscreen.
Yeah.
Christian, you've never seen Christian in the daytime.
I'm
ever.
just saying maybe that's why Christian didn't come to the podcast tonight, is because he didn't come to the pancake breakfast, and maybe he's feeling badly about that. Maybe he felt a little shunned.
Maybe he should feel bad about that.
He should. Actually.
You know what he did to me? Actually, I was going to confront him on this. He pulled the...
Wait. Do you want to pretend that I'm Christian since I'm sort of filling his spot? You can yell at me.
No, because it's not like a fight thing. It's just like a talk behind a back.
Well, all the better to do it here, right now.
No, I know. That's what I'm talking about. He pulled the jealous Mexican girlfriend thing where, like, I called him... And then he just called the last number that was up on his phone, like, hello, who this be? Who you call? What you call me for? And I left a message on his voicemail. He didn't check his voicemail.
And then he called you back, and
he's like, who this be? What you want?
Like he doesn't have your number in it or something?
No, he knew who it was. What?
I don't understand the problem.
No, because I left a whole message like, this is why I'm calling because we're having breakfast, and And he called up. He's like, what you want?
Okay, so he didn't check his message and he called you back first.
Yeah.
What an ass.
No, it's not that big of a deal, but it's just
really
the Mexican jealous girlfriend thing. No, but you know what? My business partner does it. No. In business, it sucks ass because sometimes...
It's like really important.
Yeah, I'll leave a whole thing. No, it's not that it's important, but I'll leave the whole thing. Like, she needs information, and I'll leave the whole thing. Here, you got to do, this purchase order of this. It needs to be delivered this time.
Yes, I just noticed there's a penis drawn on it.
Wait, that's not the point of it. I didn't draw it. Peter drew that.
He keeps poking the penis with his pen.
No, but in business, when you do that, it's really horrible because you're wasting my time because I already left all the information you need. And she calls up and she's like...
money.
Yeah, because I'm working on something else. Like... You have to yell at her, Lorraine, I'm working on the other thing you need to get done today, and you want me to sit here for the next 5 minutes and explain it to you? Fucking listen to your answers, bitch. Listen to your answering machine, bitch.
Listen to your answering machine and then hang up the phone.
Yeah,
I do. And she's like, because I do. I go, I left it on your answering machine. Well, what's it about? And it's like, just listen to your answering machine. I don't have time.
Yeah.
And she could listen to her messages and not be calling. What do you need? What do you need?
Well, what?
And then half the time she knows that I'm going to be leaving it on her answer machine. What?
Well, here's what I do because I used to call Peter all the time, and I would leave him messages, and I would say, "Hey, this is why I'm calling." Da 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 da. And then he would call me back and say, "Oh, I saw you called me. What were you calling about?" I was calling about
that.
Once in a while, I would say, "You know what? I left it on your machine. It's about work stuff. I couldn't remember all the figures or whatever, so just listen to it." But for the most part, you know what I started doing?
What?
I stopped leaving messages on his machine. I started calling, and then I get his machine and I hang up. And then when he calls me back, then I explain it. Just don't leave messages. The thing is, he explained to me, is that I call him and I leave a message. And then 10 other people call him and leave messages. So then he's got to weed through all their messages just to hear my message.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm guilty of that, and that's exactly why I do it too. Because I'll get, and it's not like I don't go a super long time without checking it, but I'll get 3 or 4 calls in the same day. And then I don't have time to check it, or I'm busy doing something else, and then I get more calls and more messages, and so I just don't bother listening to all of them. I'll go through,
This is what I do. If someone doesn't leave me a message, I don't call them back, because I just figured out it's a misdial or something.
Yeah.
I got time for that shit.
Oh, no. If I call somebody and I don't leave a message, sometimes I'm assuming, in this day and age with the technology we have, I'm assuming they saw my name on their missed call list.
But what if my phone's off and it doesn't?
You'll see it on the missed call list.
Mine doesn't. Mine doesn't do that.
Do you have like a...
Then I assume you don't care and you don't...
No, I have a Razor phone that I bought about a year ago. But
really?
I hate the Razor phone, yeah.
Yeah, mine has...
It does it even when you turn it off?
Yeah. Oh, not when I turn it off. No.
That's what I'm saying. If you turn it off...
You're right.
But if you turn it off, then it goes straight to voicemail, then I know it's turned off, and then I can leave you a message. Haha, what you got now, Mr. Drader? Nothing.
I ain't got time. If you can't leave me a message, I ain't got time to call you back.
Well, that's
you know
your
what
problem,
sucks
not
in
mine.
this day and age? You know what sucks in this day and age is
Vampires.
if you have a crush on someone or you want to
Leeches.
harass somebody and call them, you can't do that anymore because they know immediately. Especially, it's if you want to harass somebody, okay, that's a bad thing. But if you have a crush on somebody, if you want to call and hang up, you can't do that anymore.
Just because there's
number.
the whole you can trace where it's coming from. A lot of the times, it's like stalking. Like they feel you're stalking them.
That's what I'm saying.
It's really awkward. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Now it looks like stalking when it was just a cute little crush thing before.
Yeah, and now it's creepy and weird.
Yeah, now it's creepy and weird. So
there's restraining orders.
Yeah, it's restraining
orders. And crank calling has got to be dead.
Yeah.
Right?
I wonder if people do crank call anymore.
I don't know.
You know what people do? No, you know what people do?
Yeah.
And I yell at them.
But you know what people do? No, they steal their friend's cell phone and call from there. And then,
or send text messages and then piss people off and then make them want to go toting
Yeah, I've seen that happen before.
Yeah. I've heard.
Oh my God, which reminds me, I just heard on the news when I came in, this is the best thing ever, is just before Knott's Scary Farm? You know how Knott's Berry Farm does a Knott's Scary Farm?
Yeah.
And it's basically a whole bunch of,
Doesn't Rob Zombie do that? Like
No, I don't think he has anything to do with it, does he?
He did 1 year, at least.
Oh, really?
At the very least, yeah.
Well, anyways, better than that is this last one. These two teenage girls went. They found some kind of car that they really liked. I think it was like a Chrysler or something. And they went to the house of the lady who owned it, and they killed the lady so they could take the Chrysler to Knott's Scary Farm.
What?
Did they arrest them at Knott's Scary Farm?
No, they found out, and they're like, and they found out later because they didn't know who took it. It was a stolen car, and then they were driving it around after Knott's Scary Farm, which they're a couple of bright girls, and then they caught him and they said, "Why'd you steal this?" Well, we need to get a Knott's Scary Farm, and it's like
they killed her.
Yeah, they killed her, and they killed this woman to get her car, to get her Chrysler.
Like, did they shoot her or stab her? Or
they
what?
shot her. Yeah,
Wow.
Well, it is really sad, and I shouldn't laugh because she was a mother who just had a baby, but
it's awful.
It's awful, but in this day, like in 100 years, if I tell that story, it's funny though.
Really? I don't think so.
So
all right, let me tell this story.
Joke for future
No,
generations.
I tell this story. There was a hoedown, and these two girls went, and they saw this wagon that they really liked, and they went in and they killed the woman and took the wagon to the hoedown. That's not funny.
It's stupid that these girls
That's what's so funny about it. It's
but
so
it's not
beyond.
funny that they killed somebody.
No, it's horrible that they killed the woman. It's horrible, but in this day and age, it's like. We still have absurdly stupid people, yeah. Would you think people were that stupid out on the prairie? Yeah, there were some people that were that stupid.
People are crazy, but I think that people, I don't know. I hope maybe people used to lock them up if they saw something before it happened. I don't know. Maybe we're just a little too disconnected these days.
I think it's too easy to commit crime nowadays.
It's I don't know.
It would have been easy back then too,
but
actually.
I mean, you'd think that I don't know. Maybe it's upbringing too. If somebody came to me and said, "Hey, you wanna shoot squirrels in the head for fun?" I would think that they were sick bastards, and I would probably tell somebody that I thought that.
That's
not everybody's.
That's
like
what
that.
I don't understand. Is I can understand one person going kablooey and then doing something insane, but like sometimes they'll be like there was those two guys that went around raping women together. They're friends, not related. It's like, how do you get someone else to agree to your incredibly insane idea?
Exactly.
I don't get that
Did
at
you hear
all.
about the Craigslist guys?
No, what?
This was a while back, like months ago. These two guys, they put in an ad on Craigslist, and they said that they needed a nanny or a babysitter.
Oh,
and
yeah, I heard about
house,
this.
And they were like teenage guys, and then they killed her because the reason
horrible.
they said they killed her was that my friend thought it would be funny. Seriously?
Yeah.
How do you meet someone that insane, and then how do you feel them out for the idea? And then how do you, do you say it as a joke first to see if they're like...
If they laugh. Like if your friend's gay and he says, he comes up with something that he wants to do. And
would it be funny if we played Biscuit?
And then if you don't laugh, then maybe you're down
What's
for it.
Biscuit?
Like, really, you don't know what Biscuit
Tony
is?
will show you later.
I don't think I want to.
You
that happened to you? That
vomit
happened to you?
No, that didn't happen to me.
Oh, you described it as if it was an event.
No, I said it happened to my friend.
That's a little bit different. I think that's different. Like, one guy has a crush on another guy. That's a whole different thing. But one guy's so insane that he wants to kill somebody, or like...
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure.
How do you
put
bring
their
it
foot in the
up?
door some way by just bringing it up and
I think. Don't you think you have to start small? Like, I would think you'd have to start, like I said, shooting squirrels in the head. Like, that's a precursor.
Burning ants. With
Although you're that insane that you're going to kill people, you might just blurt it out. You might just be, these guys might be blurting it out to a whole bunch of people, and then they get the one person that's like, that's a good idea, and then they catch on.
Yeah.
Because they are insane.
Yeah.
So.
I'm really impressed with the kid. The kid who was, I forget where it was, he was a homeschooled kid, and he was going to take on the school, the nearby school, because the people would pick on him, and that's why he got pulled out of school to be homeschooled in the first place. He had like an arsenal of stuff in his room. He had like guns. His mom got him like a couple shotguns or something.
Really?
And, yeah, she got.
Was she gonna
was getting
help him
charged. Well, he was like 12 or 13 or something. Like, it was illegal for her to buy them. So they were
still bullying him? They were still harassing him?
Or maybe he was just still pissed off about it. I'm not really sure. But the thing is that he had a friend, and he told his friend, "Hey, come be part of my army. We're gonna go, blow up this school or shoot people or whatever." And the friend went and told somebody. And that's a smart person.
Yeah,
right
totally.
there.
You're about to say that person's a good friend.
They are a good friend.
Yeah, I think he's a good friend
they are,
too.
because honestly, that guy would have ended up dead probably. I mean, that kid, he would have either shot himself because he couldn't live with what he did, or he would have gotten shot by the police or something.
Yeah.
He would have been jailed, imprisoned, killed, or worse. Even he could have had part of his head shot off and lived, or something like that. Or
yeah, but there's a lot of blame going on about the parents for that one, because I mean,
well, yeah, you don't buy a
kid,
12-year-old. I don't think you buy anybody under the age of 18 a gun and leave it with them.
I don't think you buy anybody a gun. I mean, if they want to go hunting and they want to do that, then they should be old enough and have enough money to buy it them themselves. This is.
Well, yeah, I could see a father taking a son hunting, but then you don't leave it in their disposal. Yeah, you put it in a safe that they can't get to.
You have to be responsible with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Although growing up, my dad always had guns, and he would hide them in the house. We always knew where they were.
How did you know where they were? Did you just find them and?
Because he told us, I think.
So what was the point in hiding them?
It's the same way that kids find
well, just if an intruder came in or
burglar.
something like that, yeah. Mm-hmm. But also, it's like a couple times I had to pull them on my brother. I would have killed my brother if I had half a chance. If he didn't run, if he wasn't as fast, he'd run as fast as he did.
Really?
Because he was insane. Yeah, my brother was fucking insane. I would have to pull a gun on him or a knife or something like that.
What would he do?
Like, he would do things like I'd be in my room, he'd want to... I remember this one time, he wanted to play tennis, and I was like, I'm doing something. So I went in my room, and this is what happened, is that there was a lock that... We weren't allowed to have locks on our door, so I took a lock off another door to put it on my door, and my parents flipped out, but they were like, take that lock off, and I was like, okay, I will, but I never did. Mm-hmm. So I locked myself in my room just because of that, because my brother was insane. All of a sudden, I'm sitting there, and the door goes... falls down, hits me in the head. He fucking took it off the screws and everything just to come in my room. He's like, let's play tennis. Come on, let's play tennis. Come on, let's play. No sense of irony. It wasn't funny to him or anything. He just did that just to keep doing that. And it was like...
Would he follow you into the bathroom when you did that? Or
yeah, he would do whatever he could, yeah. And then he started hitting me on the head with the tennis racket. So I remember I pulled a knife and I was like, I'm going to fucking kill you. And he ran.
That's fairly normal sibling stuff, right?
No, but I would have killed him if he didn't move.
No,
I would have plunged it into his heart.
Your brother.
That's fairly...
Yeah, no, that's
normal?
Okay, this is normal. My brother and I, we got along really well. There were times when I remember one time he put me in a cardboard box and he sat on it. And I was screaming, let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out.
But he was laughing at the time, right?
No, yeah, he was laughing. He thought it was great. I'm going to mail you. Yeah. He was going to send me away, right?
Where was he going to mail you?
I forget. Somewhere far, far away. Another time he was holding onto my hair. He was following me around the house, holding onto a piece of my hair. He would not let go. The only thing I could think of, this lasted for like half an hour. He's following me around. That's a long time when you're like 8 years old. You're like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah. What did your parents do when you were
They weren't home. So
they left you alone? Wow.
Well, he's 4.5 years older than me, so he's supposed to be responsible, right?
Yeah.
So he's holding onto my hair. I can't get him to let go, so I take a pair of scissors and I cut as close to his hand as I can because I want to preserve as much of my hair as I can.
Yeah.
And I cut my hair. And then he's like, I would have just let go. I'm like, really? Because for half an hour you wouldn't just let go. And so that was the only way. I cut it and then I ran. I mean, this is normal. I'd say
if you were a boy, you would have said, I'm going to stab you with these scissors.
Yeah, if you pulled a knife on him, he probably just would have let go.
If I turned the scissors to him, you think?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that to me is normal sibling stuff. I've heard some really bad stuff about kids chasing each other around with like axes and like really bad stuff.
Yeah. No, my brother, we got BB guns.
And
my brother put it up to my chin. And he said he wanted me to do something. And I was like, oh, he's not going to do it. And my parents were like 10 feet away. He's not going to do it. And he fired.
Really?
What did your parents do?
Nothing. They were like, oh, give me that gun. My parents, when my brother would do something, they'd be like, oh, big deal. When I would do it, they'd flip out. My dad would backhand me. Bam. One time we broke this light. It was just a stupid light that you could just put another light up. Mm-hmm. He walked into the room. Like, he didn't know who did it. He walked in the room. I was on my top bunk. He went... Bam! Hit me, and I flew off the top bunk and hit the ground. And I was like out like a light. I wake up, and my mom's like cleaning up the light. She doesn't even like say, "Hey, Dave, what's wrong?" or anything like that, or like go to my dad like, "Don't hit my kids and knock them off the bunk bed."
Wow.
I grew up in a fucked up family.
Can you tell my daughter that story the next time she's mad at me?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll tell your daughter tons of stories.
Awesome.
Because we have a little cousin. Because we all grew up terrorized and tortured, and we have a little cousin that was never. Because my grandma used to like hit us with this like bamboo cane and make us bleed and stuff. My parents
Wow,
would go,
what did she hit you, like in the back?
in
or
any exposed skin.
Oh, man.
Like a mosquito.
Any exposed skin. And yeah, and we have one cousin that complains and stuff, but she was never beaten by that cane. So I'll tell you, daughter. We used to get the crap. Would you really want me to tell her all these stories?
Probably not right now. Maybe. I might actually
Later on when
take you
she's
up
a
on it.
bratty 10-year-old.
I do sometimes, the thing is sometimes she doesn't realize, and I'm not saying I'm the best parent in the entire world, but sometimes she doesn't know how good she has it.
Tell her.
I'll try and talk to her about stuff.
Yeah.
We have conversations. When we're upset about stuff, we have conversations. That's what we do. And sometimes when she doesn't want to talk to me about something, I'm like, look, I'm having a conversation with you. Some parents, they spank their kids. What's that? And then I'll tell her what it's all about. And she's like, that's not very nice. I'm like, yeah, well, I don't do that. This is what I do is I have a conversation. So let's have the conversation because I'm actually being nice here.
Does she catch on?
Oh yeah, she's good about that. I mean,
you can even tell, David Drader, his dad used to beat the crap out of him.
Until he bled and he was unconscious on the floor. I think she's a little young for that, but maybe when she's like 8, 9.
I'll tell her.
We'll see. She might be okay. Who knows?
You should turn that into a segment, David.
And go into another segment?
No, you should do another segment. You should do a segment on that.
How horrible my parents are,
yeah,
you
like
mean?
with like the kinds of
I hate my parents. My dad's dead right now. Yeah, I talk to my mom, but I hate her.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell her to her face, I hate you. She's horrible. I'm hating her.
David drives around all day and thinks of things, and now here he is to share them with you. It's David, the freeway philosopher.
Hi, everybody. This is David with the Freeway Philosopher Report.
Take 2.
Okay. Jesus was a Jew, correct?
Yes, sure.
And Jesus believed in himself, didn't he?
Yes.
Does that still make him a Jew? Or is he a Christian? Or is he a Jew for Jesus?
Jew for Jesus. I say Jew for Jesus.
He's a Jew for Jesus?
Well, didn't the Jews did believe that there was a Christ.
But they didn't believe that he was the
believe that he was the Son of God.
Well, he himself believed he was the Son of God.
Maybe he didn't really believe that. Maybe he was too modest to really admit it.
Well, he said in the Bible and stuff. Oh. No, let's just go with what we think he said. And now, if he said that he was, is he still a Jew?
They don't believe in that section of the Bible.
No, I know, but what about him? Does that make him not a Jew then if he doesn't believe it because they believe it?
Well, how do we know for sure that he actually believed he was the Son of God?
Let's just pretend. Let's just go on what the Bible says. Let's pretend like he did say
which
that.
Which Bible? The real Bible or the one with Jesus in it?
Wait, which one's the real Bible?
I'm just saying they don't believe in the part with Jesus in it. That whole section is null and void.
No, I know. They don't believe that, but let's say he believed it because he wrote all the scriptures and stuff like that. Is he now a Jew? Is he a Jew for Jesus, or is he Christian?
If it's a made-up part of the Bible, like if I'm like, oh, hey, I'm going to make a new part for the Bible. Hey, there was this guy named David, and he was pretty rockin' with his shirts.
Well, so you think Jesus is a liar then? Are you calling Jesus a liar?
No.
Are you disrespecting Jesus? Are you disrespecting Jesus, though?
No. I already answered that question. I'm saying, what if somebody just made up that second half? Or that part? You know what I'm saying?
So it's somebody else that made it up? Then what does that make Jesus?
I didn't say it was or was not. I'm just saying it
Wait, here, I have a good question for you then. Okay, Jesus is hanging around. He's supposed to be writing scripture. Someone else made it up. He puts his name on it. And then 30 years later, they repackage it and sell it as a new... What does that make Jesus?
Have you seen the Bible? It's not written by Jesus.
No, but there's scriptures that
about him.
No, but there's certain scriptures supposedly they found recently that were supposed to have been in the Bible that aren't. So, but his followers said that he said he was the Son of God.
Maybe he meant it in a metaphorical sense.
Maybe he meant he was the son of a bitch.
But we're all the son of God.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
go with that.
Yeah.
So now, what does that make him? So then he's just a dirty, filthy Jew.
He's just a hippie, hippie Jew. Yeah.
So he's kind of like.
And he was black.
He's black, or he was Middle Eastern.
Same thing, right?
Same thing.
I'm just saying he doesn't look like my brother. Is what I'm saying.
Supposedly he was supposed to have, supposedly he was Middle... Well, he's from the Middle East.
He's supposed to have dark skin, yeah.
Yeah, darkish skin and nappy hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what he said. And feet of clay, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Maybe he was slow.
He was slow. Oh, he walked slowly.
Yeah.
Maybe his feet were all cracked. Like
Well, what do you
clay.
guys?
Maybe in the sun,
Hey,
yeah.
what are the different? Tony, what is your ideological beliefs? Like, what's your religion?
I don't believe in.
Organized crime
Yeah, I don't believe in organized crime. It
never pays.
doesn't. Yeah.
What were you raised by your mother?
My mom is a Wiccan.
She is really? Was she when
Yeah.
you were growing up?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Did you hear the Wiccan spell that we did about the transferal of weight?
No,
That I did with Christian?
Did
You didn't hear that
Did this happen in
podcast?
the last podcast?
No, it happened a million podcasts ago.
No, I don't.
Don't give stuff away, David.
Oh. It happened a while ago. It was not last podcast.
Oh, okay. Then I guess I missed it.
Well, it was a spell that I found on the internet to see if we could do witchcraft, but it didn't work. So
didn't
we're
work?
not witches then, I guess.
No.
Well,
failed.
maybe
wanna be.
maybe it takes time. Did it give you a definitive?
Yeah, it said like a week to 10 days, and it was a transfer of weight, like 10 pounds is supposed to transfer from me to him with the spell, but it didn't.
Well, maybe it all
I
went to
lost
his
about
head.
10 pounds, but he didn't gain 10 pounds. What?
I said maybe it went to his head.
Ooh.
But wouldn't it show up as weight though?
I guess maybe yeah.
So
Unless,
wait though, can your mom do spells and stuff?
she does do stuff like that. Yeah.
We want to be able to. Peter and I both want to be able to move things with our mind. Do you know anyone that can help us with that? Because we'll go to them.
I have no idea.
Damn.
Maybe you'd have to.
What kind of spells has your mom done?
She does mostly like kind of like ritual protection kind of stuff. I don't know. I don't really remember.
Has she done a
Not
love
much.
spell or anything?
No, like you're not supposed to do that. Anything that manipulates other people, you're not supposed to do because it's bad.
Man, that's what I wanted is manipulate
She's
other
like,
people.
well, she's one of the, she's a good,
She's a good witch.
Yeah.
So what are you? What do you consider your
Glenda?
religion?
I
to be?
I don't have a religion. I consider,
Do you believe
I
in
consider
God?
myself agnostic in a sense that I believe in.
Do you believe in intelligent design?
Yes, I suppose in a sense.
That's good. You know, I don't trust people that don't believe in intelligent design to some extent.
Why is that?
Because they're just flying by the seat of their pants and they think that just things happen and they're like pot smokers, like everything's cool, man, just things just happen. It don't matter. Like there's nothing.
There's no more thought behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that there's at least a sort of yin and yang to the universe. I think that there's even if things weren't planned, there's a give and a take, push and a pull. I think that for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction.
Awesome.
In that sense.
You know what's interesting about yin and yang? I wrote a
Or
book called Bombshell, the
similar.
Phenomenon of the 20th Century. And you know what's interesting? Yin and yang. Yin, or the dark one, I forget the name of each, but the dark one is considered female, and it's considered sinister and darkness and anger and stuff like that. And the white is considered male, and it's lightness and love and all that. Isn't that bizarre?
Women always get a bad rap.
How did that relate to
Religion,
the
I
book?
think.
Exactly.
Well, I talk about that because blondes are whiteness and light and everything, and
They're female
and the
too, so
female
they're dark and evil.
Yeah, so I talk about that a lot.
So it's
Actually, you
kind
got
of
to read
there's
my
a kind
book.
of dichotomy there.
Yeah, I think that's why blondes have such
Like they're magnetic.
an intrigue about them, is because they manipulate that part of spirituality or whatever
What? So what are you,
to a
David?
certain extent. I'm blonde. What am I?
What do you believe in exactly?
Well, I do believe in intelligent design to some extent. I do not believe in the Christian Judeo idea of God at all.
Yeah.
I believe in a sort of different kind of God. I believe that there is a connection between people through spirituality and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure exactly what it is. I do wish that some people would die. And I wish I could manipulate other people and throw fireballs and kill people in the streets. I wish I could do that.
Sounds
I
more
wish
like
I
you
could
want to play
move things
Dungeons
with
and
our
Dragons.
mind. Or I want to be one of the witches on Charmed. Or Cole. Did you watch Charmed, right?
What is
Of
it with
course
you and Charmed? You brought it. This is like the second time you brought it up.
Charmed is awesome because I watch it every day, and I want to be Cole Turner towards the end, where he
Yeah.
had all those powers. He could throw fireballs, and he could like shimmer and be across the planet in a second. And
I
all
know.
that kind of stuff.
I've only seen like a few episodes of Charmed, and I usually watch it when I'm like at home and bored and drunk or
It's great, isn't it great? And doesn't Phoebe have a kick-ass body?
yeah, she's pretty
Which
hot.
one's Phoebe?
Phebe's the youngest one. She just has an
Who's the
amazing
actor?
body. Alyssa Milano.
Oh yeah, I like Les Milano.
But she's just got an amazing body, and they show it off as much as they can, which is a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, I think she's like the executive producer of the show or something.
Yeah, they made her in the
second.
second season. Yeah.
Yeah.
Her and that stupid Anna Marie Combs or whatever. She's okay, but she needs to lose weight. She keeps getting chunky, and she has a pretty face.
Maybe she's got a low self-esteem.
Maybe she has a low self-esteem. Do you think Oprah has a low self-esteem?
I think Oprah's crazy.
Really?
Didn't Oprah...
Crazy smart, right?
Well, Oprah got like in trouble like years ago for... Like she went into rehab or something.
For what?
She was doing coke. I remember
Really?
this and nobody else does. Yeah, maybe I'm crazy or something.
I think that you are
She might be crazy, but
I think you're
she's
confusing
smart.
Oprah with Amy Winehouse.
No. Amy Winehouse does heroin, doesn't she?
Oh, who knows? I'm sure she does lots of things.
You know what? Before Amy Winehouse started doing heroin, she was a knockout.
She was
amazing. Yeah,
Really?
I thought her body was like...
Just in this day and age when people do drugs like that, it's so silly to me. It's like, come on, are you really doing heroin? Come on.
It's so
Are you really
cliche,
doing
isn't
heroin? Yeah. It's like we've learned from that. We've learned from that so many times over. Like, especially now, it's like in the 80s, it would have been so late to do heroin.
Yeah.
And now it's like 20 years later, and it's like, come on, are you kidding me with this?
Who was the band? There was a song, Not If You Were the Last Junkie on Earth. Do you know
I
that
don't
song?
know that song.
I'm trying to remember who it was. It was called Not If You Were the Last Junkie on Earth. And the lyrics were, I never thought you'd be a junkie because heroin is so passe.
the Dandy Warhols.
Dandy Warhols, thank you.
Dandy
yes.
Warhols.
Yeah.
That's a good line.
I like
because
that
it's true.
song a lot.
Yeah.
I wrote a book called Bombshell, the Blonde Phenomenon of the 20th
What?
Century.
You did?
And the thing that's so interesting is like,
You must have put a lot of research into that book.
I did put a lot of research into
Yeah.
it. But the thing that I found out, like, so you take Marilyn Monroe in the 50s,
Mm-hmm.
and then women in the 70s, like Farrah Fawcett, were really, they
drawing
call
more
her
dogs?
an inspiration. No, shut up. And then you take Anna Nicole Smith, who said that Marilyn Monroe was an inspiration. So she's like 2 generations past, and she's already learned from the generation before her that should have learned from the generation before her that drugs are bad, drugs kill, right? But no, these women don't learn past one generation. It's like all you have to do is take a look at one, like, wow, like that woman disintegrated and died because of use of drugs. But it's so funny how people don't learn from the people that they call, quote unquote, their inspiration in life. It's just really crazy.
It's just another form of like mimicking them, pantomiming what they're doing.
No, I know, but you would think that they would pick out some of the good things to pantomime.
No, but people also are drawn to tragedy. People see some tortured soul and they're like, that's what I want. I mean,
they want to be like her and they want to live on like her, but they don't do the things that she did to live on. And it's like, you got to be, if you're going to do drugs, you got to go all the way. You got to be at the height of your game and you got to kill yourself.
Yeah.
You got to have someone, you got to, she didn't overdose, she was murdered, but you got to like disintegrate to the point where someone murders you. Marilyn Monroe, yeah.
You think she was murdered?
Oh, she absolutely was.
I read a book that
There's
said
no doubt.
that it was more likely that she accidentally killed herself. That she hadn't intended to take like so many pills.
No,
or
but
whatever.
the pills that they said killed her were in her mouth, but they were not in her stomach at all.
That's right.
She had not digested them, and there was a handful in there.
Yeah.
And then there was needle marks in her arms and things like that. And she had massive bruisature on her face,
which indicated
where
that
she was
had
hit in the head quite hard. Yeah. No, she was murdered for sure. Because she was, right before that happened, she was pissed off at the Kennedys. She said, I'm sick of your bullshit. She knew a lot of their secrets. She's like, I'm going to go to the press. Come on, what do you think happened? Give me a break.
Yeah.
And then look at the 2 Kennedy brothers die after that. Come on, what do you think happened? Give me a break. I wrote a book called Bombshell. What?
Do you think it was the mob?
I think it was part Kennedy, part mob.
Really?
Because what happened was the Kennedys were in league with the mob, and one of the guys the head guy at the time wasn't playing with them. So there was a whole big thing where Kennedy's like, I just arrested the head of the mob, or I took down part of the mob. What happened was he took out one mob boss and put in another mob boss that was working with the Kennedys.
Yeah.
So like he ran, like his dad, come on, everybody, it's well documented. His dad worked with the mob to make most of his money. Joseph Kennedy Sr. or whatever.
I didn't actually know that. I didn't know.
Oh yeah, if you read anything about them, everybody knows. Like it's a whole thing. Like it's bootlegging and all that stuff.
Yeah. It's
like they were working with the mob all the way through. It was partly the mob, partly Secret Service, partly the government, for sure. I think that they just took her and they're like, she can't be telling. Because the whole world, Marilyn Monroe could call a press conference anytime she wanted to. The entire press, world.
Spit anything out and...
Yeah, she could say anything she wanted. And they're like, we can't let this woman say stuff. Are you kidding me? And another thing is fucking...
Fascinating.
Is it? Or no? Are you being ironical or sarcastical?
You said you were going to be...
I'm being Susical, the musical.
Susical, the musical?
Yeah.
You said you were going to be passive-aggressive.
Passive-aggressive.
I thought I was going to... Have I been passive-aggressive? I was trying to be passive-aggressive.
Really?
I don't know. I can't tell with anybody.
It's not easy to be passive-aggressive. It takes a lot of energy.
Like I said, you need to be aggressive in order to be passive-aggressive.
Can you be
Otherwise,
aggressive
you're
towards
just
me then?
passive. Really?
Can you be passive? Can you be aggressive to me then?
I don't know. I don't know if I have anything to be aggressive about. Generally, I'm passive, and then when
Should
you
I
get me
say something
aggressive,
racist?
I end up being passive-aggressive.
Should I say something racist against a certain
No, but
culture?
I did want to say that I want to clarify my beliefs. I didn't make a
sorry,
point
go
that
ahead.
I do believe in karma. I do believe that, if you do good things happen. And maybe not in the same field that you're doing the good things,
Yeah.
but in some way that it will turn out. So just throwing that out.
How do you explain my face then? How do you explain that?
Bad karma. I don't know what to tell you. It's like the picture of Dorian Gray. You've read that, right?
Well, what's staying young then? If my face is aging,
the
what's
picture,
staying...
I
Where?
think.
What picture? Where? I gotta find this picture.
Yeah. Everyone needs to find their picture.
No, the picture's supposed to age, and I'm supposed to stay young.
Your picture got it the other way around.
But all pictures stay in the same.
Exactly. See, they've got it backwards.
Oh, we got to do something about that. That's
Not to say, here's my mommy with the mommy report.
Jack Crowley. Okay.
Yeah, great. I can't wait to hear your report. I'm being serious and honest. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Sure
Wow,
that's-
that was passive-aggressive.
Was it? I don't know.
Was it
He's
too
directly
aggressive?
sarcastic to
Wow,
me.
I really want to hear your report, Crystal. I'm really interested.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's not either?
We'll debate the whole subject.
All right.
Okay, so what happened recently
Yeah.
in Florida, and I forget what city it was in. So, I don't know if you guys realize McDonald's signed a thing saying that they were not going to promote in schools anymore. They signed
no, I
a
didn't know
policy
about that.
saying that they weren't going to.
I had no idea they were...
Why?
They were
Wait,
Well,
can
because people are trying to educate their children on healthy food alternatives, and plastering McDonald's all over the walls doesn't help them do that. Plus, honestly, a school is no place for advertising. A school is somewhere.
Yeah, you should leave all
It's
that
like a
crap out of
church,
that.
You shouldn't
I
have
agree.
somebody selling crap to you. Okay, so
Really? So a church shouldn't be selling crap to you?
No, you shouldn't have people in the church selling crap to you. For example, you shouldn't be having that used car salesman, come to my used car lot when you're in church.
But the church itself can sell a bunch of crap to you inside the church?
It depends on your faith, David, I think. Okay, so
Sorry, go ahead.
McDonald's decided that instead of advertising blatantly throughout the schools, what they would do in this Floridian town city
Floridian.
is they would put advertisements on the kids' report cards.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding.
No.
Instead of putting an ad on the report card, what they did was said,
Your kid
"Hey,
got a McA.
Right, well, essentially, they're saying, hey, if your kid got good grades, you should take them. Or actually, it wasn't directed to the kids. It was it wasn't directed to the parents. It wasn't directed to the parents. It was directed to the kids. If you got good grades, your parents should take you to McDonald's to congratulate you.
How did they get their hands on the report cards to do that to
How did the schools allow it at all?
I don't know
They
either
get a
of those
kickback.
questions.
That's why the schools get a kickback.
Yeah, I'm sure the schools got money
But they
for
didn't
it.
catch hell from... I assume they are catching hell now, but how did
Yes.
anyone ever think that was a good idea?
I have no idea.
You know what?
Isn't
This is
it
what
ridiculous?
I say. We're in an age now. Let's just go for it all the way. Let's just do it. Let's just commercialize everything.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
not?
Oh,
Our schools need
I
money.
would-
McDonald's will give money to schools. Do it. Go for it.
I would
What?
be on the next shuttle to the next planet is what I would be doing. Let's check out the next universe and see if they have a planet
Well,
that's less
but it's better
fucked
than
up.
taxes.
What if they put in a lot of extra effort in teaching them not to believe in advertising or...
Yeah, but then they
not
shouldn't
to-
be putting them in a situation where they're testing them to...
But you know what, though? I went to... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you had said something.
Well, I went to a museum recently, and
Yeah.
McDonald's did a display. They donated for a display, and it was the food groups. And they had vegetables, and French fries were right there under the vegetables.
Oh, my God.
And they had breads, and they had the bun and all that stuff. It was
Right.
just like, it was totally McDonald's, and it was the worst crap you could ever eat in your whole life.
Oh, my God. Yeah. It's beyond...
like a virus.
It's beyond
Yeah.
words. Yeah. I don't think that
But-
they should be allowed to do that sort of thing.
Is that incumbent upon the parents? Because every parent knows that McDonald's is bad, don't they?
No, I don't think every parent does.
God, isn't that weird?
But if there are a bunch of parents that if a parent doesn't know that McDonald's is bad, I mean, would they ever get it at any point? Begin to think
you're
McDonald's
right.
is bad?
Yeah, if you talk to them, I mean, the thing is that, okay, for example, I stopped eating at McDonald's for a couple of years. And then one day I thought, hey, I'm up early. It's really early in the morning. I don't usually wake up early. It's like 7 o'clock. I'll go get a McDonald's breakfast. So I went and I got a McDonald's breakfast. And I felt horrible. I thought it's eggs and processed cheese, and I do on occasion. I do like to eat healthy
good,
food, but I do like to eat processed cheese once in a while. I don't buy it. I don't keep it in my house. But if I'm getting a burger outside of my house, then I do get processed cheese.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm like, I've had processed cheese. I've had eggs. It's an English muffin. I don't even get it with meat on it. Just the egg, cheese, English muffin. I thought, what could they do? How could they mess that up? Somehow they did. I had
It
stomach
didn't even taste
pains
good?
all day. It tasted fine, but my stomach was killing me all day. I hurt. I felt nauseous. I mean, and I wasn't the only
It's
one.
all the
I was with a bunch
preservatives.
of people.
You don't eat that many preservatives in a day.
Yeah, and
it's
we all
And
felt
it's a really
terrible.
high salt intake too, I think.
Yeah.
Salt
That's
and
pretty bad.
crappy sugar. And,
Yeah.
But you guys
Sugar-
all saw
sugar, too. They also
use a
Super
lot of
Size
sugar.
Me, right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that blew me away when he's like, I can't feel my penis.
And
Yeah.
he vomited like the third day or something. I
And
can't remember.
I had a salad there one time years ago,
Ugh.
and the worst part was the salad dressing. It tasted like somebody poured taffy on top of my salad. Number one. Number two, there were two little things, white cubes. There was white cubes with holes in it and white cubes with no holes in it.
And what were those?
One was cheese and the other one was egg. The one with the
Ew.
holes was the egg, and the one with the no holes was the cheese, and it just all creeped me out because it seemed so overly processed.
Ew. Even
I couldn't handle
the
it.
lettuce leaves at McDonald's just they taste like chemicals to me.
As
Yeah.
a kid, I always hated onions. McDonald's onions I could eat because they tasted like water. They didn't taste like anything. I'm sure they had no nutrients in them. I mean,
Yeah.
onions, a lot of the potent flavors, vitamin C and stuff, right? I mean, I'm sure they had nothing.
Now, should we do a McDonald's junk food report on and
I
eat it?
can't.
On,
I will.
alright.
I will
How
not
about
be able
Jack
to
in the
function.
Box?
Jack in the Box.
2 tacos for 99 cents?
I have eaten on occasion, but I really try not
What
to.
about Taco Bell?
In and Out
God,
is
I
where
love
I eat.
Taco Bell.
The
I
only
love In-N-Out,
drive-thru.
I love
If you give me a
Taco
bag
Bell.
of tacos right now, I'll eat them all.
Oh, the only drive-thru
By
I'll
the
eat
end of this-
eat
by
at
the end of the
really is
show.
Are you
Taco
trying to
Bell.
tell somebody to go
it's-
do
it's
that?
In-N-Out's the only one.
Have you guys been to Fuddruckers? I hadn't been to Fuddruckers. I went to Fuddruckers and they were so good.
Is that where you go in? It's a restaurant.
Yeah, it's a
Sit
restaurant
down.
Yeah.
with a burger
Yes,
joint.
I like
Yeah,
that place.
I
And
used
they
to
have
go
like
there.
the bar of like.
Oh my
lettuce and
god, the
I
burger
found
was so
$100
good.
there once.
Which one? Let's
$100
go.
bill. It was the one.
I think you should quit your job and keep going back there.
Until I can support myself on finding bills.
Could you support yourself on $100 a day?
$100 a day?
That's
Easily.
only, that's only $500 a week. Wait, you could support yourself on $500 a week?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
God, wow.
Yeah, yours
That's
is high
actually technically
maintenance, David.
that's actually $700.
No, but I'm talking about a work week. Come on,
A work
let's
week?
not take
Think
a flight
about-
into fantasy, Tony.
Think about if
don't know where
you
my head was,
didn't
sorry.
have your maid, you didn't have all those pets to
What? How could you not have a maid?
feed. I'm
You
just
have
saying.
pets? How many pets
Yeah, I
do you
have 5. I have 3 cats and 2 dogs.
3 cats and 2 dogs.
That's not that expensive though. Like their food and stuff is not that expensive.
Vet bills and stuff, don't you?
Vet bills are
you go,
outrageous.
Do you go out every night?
No, I don't. Not at all.
No? And
I
you still,
eat.
and you still spend like $100 a day?
Well, I'm talking about mortgage. I'm talking about
Oh, you mean like every little
cable,
cent added up?
Yeah.
Well, I mean.
Oh, I could live on $100 a day just to eat and stuff. Because I eat most of my meals at home because I try to eat well. I try to eat good. I try to eat well. I don't know.
Well.
There's no way
Well,
to figure it
yeah.
out. Well,
There's a way to figure it out.
I try
We
to
know
have
it.
a thing
You
called
don't.
healthy
English language or anything?
I try to eat healthy and stuff like that, and I make good food for myself and all that stuff.
Cool.
But I would eat out all the time if I had somebody to eat out with, or if I had
That's
somebody
just
to eat
dirty.
out.
Yeah. That's where I was going with that.
Wait, before we continue on, did we decide what
Which
I
penis?
need from you guys?
You need more dogs?
Jesus, Jew for Jesus, Christian or Jew?
I
What is
answered
he?
you. I said you for Jesus.
What do you think, Tony?
I think Jew for Jesus.
I think
Two votes.
He would have to be because he couldn't. It would be too contradictory. The other two would just be too contradictory.
So why
it's
are
more of the lesser
Jews-
of two? Of
why
two
are
evils.
Jews so against Jews for Jesus then? Why don't they just leave him alone?
Well, they do for the most part, right? I didn't think Jews got their
This
panties in an
weekend,
uproar
there was
about
this Jew. I was hanging out. I was at this photo shoot, and there was this model that came in, and he said he was a Jew for Jesus. I forgot the name. He said there's a name to their sect of Judaism,
Okay.
and there was a Jew there, and he's like, what the hell? He went off on the guy. He's like, what are you talking about? Why would you be a Jew for Jesus? What does that mean even? Da, 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 da. And then the guy left, and he still talked shit about him. He's like, that's so stupid. And I was like, it's his belief. What's the big deal? He's like, it's just stupid. It's just uninformed and ignorant and all this stuff. And I was like, but he seemed pretty, like, he read up on it, and that's what he believes. Who cares? Like, who cares what he believes?
People like to debate beliefs all the time.
But he was angry. Like, this guy was angry and
when
started
it comes-
shit
you
You
about
haven't
it.
heard of wars? People.
No, totally. But that's what I'm saying. Why can't Jews just leave Jews for Jesus alone?
Because when it comes to your faith, people get really defensive about it. Anything that
this was the
challenges
most
their
interesting
like
part, though.
really deep
No,
belief.
this was the most interesting part. He kept
Really?
saying he was a Jew, and I was like, "Oh, well, how often do you go to temple?" He's like, "Well, I was raised a Jew, but I'm an atheist now." And it's like, "Well, what do you care then?" He's like, "I don't believe in God. I don't believe in that whole Jewish thing, anyways." I'm like, "What do you care that this guy then? Like, he's doing whatever."
Well, he's just
and-
a bitter guy.
Yeah,
so
he's a
maybe you need to
douchebag.
take him out and get him laid.
So this guy douchebag, then the
yes,
Jew,
he's
okay,
definitely a
douchebag.
douchebag.
Okay,
He's a
douchebag.
giant dong.
What I
He
hate,
is a giant
this is what
douchebag.
oh yeah, like the dong on your paper. What I absolutely hate is when I'm driving my car and it says like somebody's bumper sticker in front of me. Jesus is Lord, read the Bible. I'm like, you know what? Just because other people don't believe what you believe doesn't mean you have to make a bumper sticker about it. And I'm gonna see your bumper sticker, your angry, mean, little, nasty bumper sticker, and I'm gonna go read the Bible and change my freaking mind.
Totally.
But what's funny about bumper stickers like that to me is that that person obviously bought it. So they're like,
Right.
the person who printed it probably doesn't even believe it. They're just marketing it
Yeah,
to
that's
people
true.
so that they can make a buck.
But the person who bought it actually believes that. And that's
Yeah.
what pisses me off, is that there's somebody there that's so freaking cocky that they think, oh, what I believe is better than what you believe, and I'm going to, like, rub it in your face and make you change your mind. I don't
That's
understand.
just rude.
It really
That's
is.
called
It's
rude.
rude. It's very rude.
Yeah, it's rude. The thing that kills me is I had a debate with a Christian a little while ago, and they were going by the King James Bible. Do you know about that at all?
That I thought that was like completely denounced as being like
It's
Like
like
ridiculous.
historians.
Yeah,
don't,
because King
like-
James retranslated, and he basically
He
altered
added-
the Bible
altered, yeah.
1,200 years after Jesus. It's like, I might as well write a Bible. You might as well
Sure.
go buy my Bible.
Well, why don't you?
I'm gonna.
Anyway, about this McDonald's thing, they're trying to write it off as, oh no, we're not advertising, and that because they said, you should take your kids.
Wait, if you
to
get an A,
McDonald's.
do you get a free meal?
No. They're just
Oh.
they're suggesting that the child goes and asks their parents, "Hey,
That's really
hey,
sneaky.
little Timmy, you got an A in
Oh.
science." No, it doesn't say it like that, but it's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, if you did well on your report card, you should get your parents to take you for a Happy Meal." This sort of thing.
Yeah. See, someone got money in the school board.
I don't understand how, like, legally, honestly, if I were
Yeah.
the superintendent of the school, I would fire the person who
It probably was the
accepted
superintendent
that.
of the school.
Well, maybe. Okay, so maybe I would fire myself. I'm just saying
Well, there's
that
someone
person,
above the superintendent. Yeah, I'm
whoever
sure that
took the kickback should be fired.
there's
it's not-
illegalities going on there for sure.
Yeah.
Can you get a I want to see one of those report cards, don't you?
I don't think that we're allowed to see other children's report cards.
No, but I just want to see a blank one even.
Like, do they have a copy
Yeah,
of?
I don't know. I'll try.
Where
and-
am I report?
I'll
I remember
see.
report card day was a big deal. I got really excited.
Oh yeah,
report card
I
day.
remember report card day. It was a big deal. Why do the teachers like hold out on you? They don't tell you how you're doing all throughout the year. They just wait until report card
I know
day
they don't try to
drop that
help you. So you
F-bomb
could raise,
on you.
yeah,
Because
they
nobody-
don't help you so you could raise your grade or anything. Yeah, it's stupid.
They don't
Wait,
care.
Yeah.
you're from Canadia.
It's
Yeah.
true.
They have.
That's a
Do they
fact.
have the ABCDF thing?
Yes, but we had A B C D F in middle school and high school. In elementary school, you had
Yeah.
satisfactory and non-satisfactory.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
something like that in one of the schools I
Unsatisfactory.
went to too. It was
Yeah.
like
S's and
yes,
U's.
no kind of binary
Right.
sort of thing.
No, see, we had ESU, but that was in the 50s. We had excellent, satisfactory, and
Oh
unsatisfactory.
yeah, we might have had that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I just didn't get any excellence. I don't know, but yeah, no.
I remember getting all E's all the time, but I would sleep
maybe
with
that's because you were
teachers.
beat
So
as a boy. That too.
That'll do it.
yeah, totally,
Would. Yeah.
totally.
Christmas is coming up. I have to throw that in there.
Do you celebrate Christmas, David?
I don't celebrate Christmas, but I just had a thought. I mean, I do celebrate Christmas. I just realized, like, I was a Boy Scout in grammar school, and I was really into it. And and then all of a sudden I wasn't, and I don't know how I stopped. I wish I was a Boy Scout. I wish I
had stayed a Boy Scout.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened.
Your dreams were actually realized, and you were molested as a child by your troop leader.
And then I just blocked it all out?
Maybe.
It's like that. What's that movie with Robert De Niro where all of a sudden his memory just stops and he becomes somebody else?
I think that's
Hide and Seek.
Gina
Hide and
Davis
Seek.
and
Gina Davis. No, it's Hide and Seek. Did you guys see Hide and Seek with Robert De Niro?
What happens? What happened with that?
Do you want me to give it away? It's a spoiler.
Yeah,
I'll
go
spoil
ahead.
the whole thing. Are you sure?
Well, how old is it?
All right, people, if you want to see it's like 2 years ago.
Oh.
People, if you want to see Hide and Seek, I'm about to spoil it. Do you guys want me to spoil it for you guys?
No, maybe, sure. I've never.
curious.
It's a decent movie, and he's a really good actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure? No.
Are you gonna
Dakota
rent-
Fanning is annoying as hell, though.
Oh, are you gonna? Is it scary?
Isn't Dakota Fanning
It's
really hot?
scary, suspenseful.
Okay,
Dakota
then
Fanning,
I don't
she's
think I'll watch it.
8 years old. She's 6 years old. She's
Yeah,
5 years
she's
old.
like 4.
So no.
No.
You want me to tell you?
About her being hot.
No, you should see it. It's not a bad movie.
I don't think
it was surprising. Like, I was surprised that it was actually halfway decent.
If it's scary, I won't watch it.
It's kind of, there are scary parts.
Will
Yeah.
not watch
You know what bothers me? I don't like scary things when kids are in danger. I can't stand that. Can't
Really?
stand
I don't
it.
like the people with the masks or the deformed faces or the claws.
No, it's not anything like that. It's a suspense. It's a psychological suspense.
Yeah, I might be able to pin them.
There are scary psychological suspense. Where's Gark Marvin with the sports report? I know
Okay,
that he had a big sports.
Spoil it.
Okay, I'm about to spoil it, people. So if you don't
Yeah,
want
you
it
gave them enough
spoiled,
warning. They
okay,
could
turn off the
radio
podcast. Okay.
podcast. And
They could just mute it.
well, the
They could be in
daughter,
the bath by
the
now.
he's freaking out. He gets really mad at the daughter because the mother dies suddenly, unexpectedly. Oh, she commits suicide.
Oh, okay.
Unexpectedly, and
Has
the
anyone
daughter.
ever expectedly? Go ahead.
The daughter starts. Well, they're getting their marriage back together, and all of a sudden she commits suicide.
Oh.
And it seems like it's like what? Like the daughter's shocked, and everybody's shocked that the mother would do that.
Right.
So then the daughter starts acting out, and she has a what do you call it? A imaginary friend.
Okay.
But then like a cat dies. And he's like, why did you do
Did
that?
the
And she's like, it's
imaginary
not me, it's my
friend-
imaginary friend. And he's like, what are you talking about? Come on. And he's a psychologist, and he's trying to talk to her about it.
Uh-huh.
And then, so he's like, okay, fine. Like, she won't admit to it. She's like, no, Charlie did it. And Charlie said you'd say that. And Charlie says that he's watching you. Like, it gets to that point, and he's like, stop it. And
It's
then,
like Fight Club.
well, listen, here, this is
Okay.
wait. So then all of a sudden he starts dating this hot young chick, and then the chick's dead. And then it's dead in a way that there no 8-year-old could do it. And he's like, where's this Charlie? So Charlie's real. And she's like, I told you Charlie's real. I told you. And it's kind of creepy, scary. Uh-huh. And then he starts interrogating her. And then she's like, I told you this. I told you this. I told you this. I told you this. And he's like, he can't remember anything anymore. And he's like, what are you talking about? You told me. And so he's like, oh my God, my daughter's insane, right? Mm-hmm. So then what happens? He's going to call for help. And then he finds like his phone is gone, and then he finds it packed up. I don't know, all this stuff, whatever, blah 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 blah. All of a sudden, I forget how it comes to it. Like, he doesn't have memory of things that happened, and then all of a sudden he remembers why he doesn't have memory. It's because he's Charlie,
Right.
and he's been killing all these people. So, anyways, there was a reason I was gonna. Why did I bring that up? Why did
talking
I
about
ruin
Because
that
you
for
think
everybody?
Dakota Fanning is hot.
We were talking about Christmas.
Christmas. No, it was before that. Oh no, she was saying the Boy Scout. That I have no memory, and maybe I killed my troop leader, but I don't think I killed my troop leader because
No,
I didn't
she said
say
she
you
said that the
killed
troop
it.
leader
my
had
Wow.
troop
sex
leader
with you.
molested me, and then I just.
Wow.
You see that? He's
I think
blocking
he
it out,
killed his
Chris.
troop leader.
Crystal.
What do you mean?
I think that
What are
we
you talking
should,
about? What do you mean?
What was your troop leader's name?
I think my troop leader was my mom. Was my troop leader my mom? We had a den mother, and then there was a troop leader
Was your troop leader's name Charlie?
father. No, I don't remember.
Was your father your troop leader?
He's
'Cause you
dead
did
now.
kill him.
He
That'd
is
be kind of
dead.
weird.
I did get to sign the last thing, say switch him off, and I
Really?
signed that so fast.
Did you really?
Believe- Oh, it was one of the. I remember that. It's like a pleasure
Did you
moment.
throw a
like-
party afterwards?
Yeah, I did. A year before my dad was switched off, my mom called me. She's like, I want to talk to you about your father. And I said, switch him off. And she's like, please don't make those jokes. Please, this is hard enough. and
here's Dark Marvin with the Sports Report.
Hi, guys.
Sports Report.
Shut up now. I'm talking.
Here's
Stop it.
Dark Marvin with the Sports Report.
Shut up. I'm serious. I have fucking things to say.
Sorry, did you just fly in from the Super Bowl to report on it?
Woo, yeah, no. So,
Isn't the Super Bowl in like a month or something?
probably.
Shut up. Gark doesn't know that.
What's up, guys?
Hi, how's it going with you?
Hi, Mark.
What's up with you, bitch?
Okay.
What's going on? There you go.
So here's a little insight.
Did you bring me water?
Gark Marvin's hair looks like a male model's hair now. What's going on?
I let Rachel
Are you
cut it.
modeling?
No, I
wow,
let Rachel
Rachel's a
cut
good
it.
haircut.
Well,
choice.
why do you think he's going to start living with his girlfriend? She wants
Really?
to go around doing stuff around the house more.
Oh, is she gonna cut more things?
What?
Is she gonna?
I trimmed that on my
Is
own,
she gonna
David.
Why don't you let her do it? It'd be more fun, wouldn't it?
Are they going to have you clean the pool?
So anyway,
Wow.
Sorry, here's Gark Marvin.
here's
with
the
sports
idea.
report.
Here's what I'm trying to say. Basically, I was at work this week.
What?
You work?
Yeah, your work is as a
My
sports reporter. We know
coworker,
that.
my coworker Joe,
Uh-huh.
says I'm going to do the master cleanser.
Uh-huh.
Can we call him
I heard
coworker
this.
Joe?
Whatever.
What is the master cleanser?
It's a thing where you drink this shitty lemonade with like water and maple syrup
yeah.
and lemon juice and cayenne
juice,
pepper.
yeah.
Did you bring me any?
No. And you drink just that and whatever water amount you want for 10 days.
Uh-huh.
And then you have to like slowly come
So it's
off
like
of it with,
fasting,
like,
basically.
juicing.
Yes,
it's
it's
a
a
cleanse.
fast.
But you
Cleanse
lose
everything
muscle
out.
mass. But anyways, go ahead.
So anyway,
What if you don't have muscle mass to lose?
Then do it.
so
Then you only have...
But as a bodybuilder,
Then
I
it's a
can't
win-win.
condone it.
Okay.
okay.
Go ahead.
So coworker Joe.
Yeah. So Joe,
Are you drunk?
no, I'm having a
He's
lot
just-
of trouble remembering what I'm going to say,
Okay.
and it's hard.
It's about the master
Okay,
cleanse.
nobody comment for 5.
Just
for
give
10
me,
seconds. Ready,
just
go.
Give me 2 fucking minutes.
2 minutes. Nobody comment. Go.
Okay.
That's a long time.
Anyway, so
You couldn't do it.
no, he couldn't fucking guess, Tony. So, I mean,
Is this the way to treat the number one fan for dinner date?
yes.
I was like,
Well,
what is
it's
this podcast?
still up for
if you're a
debate.
number one fan, it's for a reason.
You know what? We never treated Levon like this.
You need to take it like a number one fan.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, 2 years ago, Joe said the same thing to me. Oh, let's do the master cleanser, and it's you drink this fucking lemonade and this and that. And I said, all right, let's fucking do it. And I bought jars and lemon juice and fucking maple syrup, and I went for it. And I did the whole fucking 10 days, and I came off of it, and I didn't eat food for 14 days.
I remember that.
Wait,
Now-
if it's 10 days, what were the other 4 days for?
It was
You
the whole
didn't eat
coming
food?
off. I was like juicing, and then I was able to eat some vegetable broth. and on the
You
night
can't just
of the
go back
14th
to
day,
eating regularly or else your body
Wow.
freaks out.
Yeah.
no food except for fucking lemonade juice.
So then what
in your
happened?
stomach.
So
Anyway.
you did 14 days, yeah.
So I did that. 9 hours into the first day, Joe said, "Fuck that, I quit." Went to Burger King.
Burger
okay?
King, what's up?
So then,
I want a
so then
cheeseburger.
Yeah.
last Wednesday or
If you
like
get a bag
Tuesday,
of cheeseburgers,
Last Wednesday, yeah.
I will eat the whole bag.
last Tuesday,
for this
Joe
podcast.
says, "I'm doing the master cleanser," and I said, "Oh, really?" And he's like, "Yeah, do it with me." I'm like, "Are you really into it?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm fucking into it. I'm buying the shit tonight. Let's do it. Let's start Monday." I'm
Let's
like,
do it.
all right. So I go on my trip, and I see my grandparents in Ohio on Thursday, and I come back and on Sunday, and I go to work on Monday, and Joe has his lemonade, and he's drinking it, and he hasn't had breakfast, and he's actually doing it for the first day, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll have to do the master cleanser now, because I said I would do it, and I really was 80% chance banking on him just fucking pussing out before Monday came along.
Pushing out.
So then I said, all right, I'll do it. Monday, I didn't eat anything, I go home, I talk to Rachel, I'm like, dude, I don't want to fucking do the master cleanser. This is dumb. Like, I'm not in the mood to do the master cleanser. And she's like, all right, let's go out to eat. So I was like, all right, cool. So we went out to eat.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
Oh yeah. where's he at?
Good sushi place.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't had
And,
sushi for a while.
Oh,
We
me
need-
too.
If
We
you
need
got
to
me a
go to
bag
sushi.
of
Let's go to
sushi
sushi.
right now, I'd eat the whole
Yeah,
thing.
let's go.
But it was in like the farmer's market Grove kind of area. It was really good.
I don't know
Anyway.
where it is.
So Tuesday.
What did you order?
Tuesday, I go into work. I'm like, I didn't do the master cleanser yesterday. He's like, yeah, I know. I'm like, all right, cool. You still doing? He's like, yeah, I got it. I'm on day 2 right now.
Wait, how did he know?
Because I told him.
Oh, okay.
So he's. What
Okay.
the fuck?
Why would you do that?
Well, he said.
Okey-dokey, man.
I
So-
didn't- okay, go ahead.
Let me fucking get to my point. I'm almost there. Let me get to it.
Gotta get to his point.
Jesus Christ.
Why are you looking at me?
Because you keep fucking talking.
Not me.
me.
Keep
Listen.
going.
So, My whole fucking point is that Tuesday, I go to Trader Joe's, I buy the shit, I start drinking it, I make a horrible batch, I fucking mix it badly. Too much lemon juice, and I accidentally dump like 3 tablespoons of cayenne pepper in.
Oh my
and it's
God.
spicy and hot and gross and tastes horrible. So but I drink throughout the day. That night, I'm talking to Rachel. I don't want to fucking do the Master Cleanser. This is dumb. I'm just kind of supporting Joe. And she's like, well, fuck it. Eat dinner. I'm like, all right, cool. So I eat dinner. Today, I go through the day. I have a little juice, little bit of lemonade in the morning. I go to Vaughn's for lunchtime, have some vegetables, like some raw vegetables, good, like some broccoli and some carrots and stuff, and I go back to work and I'm drinking the lemonade, pretending like I'm doing the Master Cleanser, and then
Nice.
Joe goes into the office and I run up to the back and I sneak another head of broccoli, and I'm tossing some like raw
head of
nuts
broccoli?
and stuff. Well, not a whole head of
okay.
broccoli, but some carrots.
One of the
and shit.
little
So you're saying
branches.
you,
I'm
you
eating.
put a head in your mouth of broccoli?
Repeatedly.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm eating. I'm not doing the fucking Master Cleanser,
Not
right?
doing it,
Not
yeah.
doing it. I'm drinking a little bit of lemonade and shit, and that's
He
fine.
ain't having it.
But Joe has no idea.
Good.
Awesome.
He thinks that I'm doing this the whole time.
Lying.
Today, he says to me at the end of the day, oh man, I'm really bored of this. I don't want to do it anymore. I want to quit. I'm going to start drinking my juice and eating tomorrow. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to keep going. And he still thinks I'm doing the Master Cleanser,
That's
but really I haven't
Nice.
stopped eating.
You should have
Good
guilted him a little more.
job. He is guilting him by doing it every day.
Allegedly, yes.
But
So
you
how
should've-
many days-
I mean, you should have been more active in it.
Wait.
You can't do it. You can't quit. Not while I'm...
Well, I said shit like that too. I was
Okay.
like, dude, you can't quit, man. Like, you have to believe in the lemonade. If you believe in the lemonade, you can make it through. If you don't believe, you're just gonna get hungry and want to quit.
I have such a good idea. When it comes to the 10 days, go like every day after that. Go. You know what? I'm going to do it one more day. I'm feeling so good. I'm going to do it one more day, and carry it on for like a couple more weeks after that, maybe to a month.
That's brilliant.
That would be kind of funny.
Do it, and then he'll flip out.
Yeah, he will flip out.
Do it.
All right, I'll do that.
And tell
See?
him, and make up your weight loss too. Like, oh man, yeah, I've lost like 5 pounds.
Yeah.
Be very insistent
Or-
about it.
No,
Yeah.
or you could be like, I'm gaining weight on this. I don't understand.
No, because then he'll be happy he quit.
Yeah.
The other guy.
yeah.
You want him.
Oh,
You want
you're
him to
right,
be.
huh?
Last time I did it, which inspired him to do it this time, is that I lost 20 pounds in like 2 weeks.
Have you gained that back? at all?
Wow.
I started at my heaviest. I started the cleanse at 214. I weighed.
Yeah.
I did the cleanse. I lost 20 pounds. I started eating really healthy afterwards, just raw fruits and vegetables and shit.
Mhm.
And I continued losing weight. I didn't gain anything back. And then we went out to eat one night at like some like Benihana kind of
And you
place,
just, like, blew
Chinese,
up?
and I just went nuts. And
Oh,
I started
that place
eating
is
beef
so
and
good.
chicken, and, and I gorged myself, and I couldn't fucking stop eating since.
Mhm.
However, as of right now, I only weigh 198.
Wow.
So wait, where did you
So,
lose it from when you
Really,
noticed?
I haven't gained back much.
Did
more
you lose
than,
it in your
like, 4
ass?
Where'd you lose
pounds. I
it?
lost it from everywhere.
Your package?
Really?
Penis
So
too?
you
No, not
felt
the package.
a
that
fat
looked
loss?
bigger because I had lost stomach.
But wait, you
so-
felt a fat loss?
Looks
though?
bigger,
Actual
you can
fat
just
loss?
see it
Not
now.
muscle loss, but fat loss too?
No, I was active the whole time. I wasn't just sitting on my ass.
No, but I mean, what I'm saying is you felt a
Yes.
fat loss. You lost a fat.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
Good.
most definitely fat.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Okay, Wes.
Yeah, let's
I'll
do it.
Write down your master cleanse. I want to do yours, not Joe's.
You guys do it.
Mine's
I'm gonna
a
have
great
some
cleanse.
cheeseburgers.
Why does Joe
Cheeseburger.
wuss out? What does he keep pushing
Cheeseburgers
out?
and sushi.
Joe has intensity of direction for like a day.
But he's not fat,
And
is he?
if that. Sometimes he's like, I'm going to do the Master Cleanser. And he goes to the store to get the stuff.
Uh-huh.
And he comes back with like McDonald's. Like he pusses out on the way to do it. It's like he has very
That's
bad
awesome.
follow through.
But wait, he's not fat at all, is he?
Well, he's kind of fat.
Is he chubby now? Last time I saw him, he wasn't fat.
Yeah, he's kind of fat.
Oh.
Fat? I wouldn't say fat. no.
Did Wayne get fat? Because Wayne is a thin English boy, and they're all
Wayne
thin
is
over
a
there.
thin English boy.
Is he still thin? He didn't get fat at all?
Well, he's fat since he
His
moved
metabolism
here,
will
but-
drop out sooner or later.
He's like only 22 or
Yeah,
something.
he's young.
Like I'm just waiting for when
Yeah.
he hits 25 or 26 and he just
Well,
fucking balloons.
Yeah, plus with
and
all
his
the
all
American
hair, all his hair
food.
falls onto his back.
Americans are fat. That's basically.
It's a bad American food. They don't have as many preservatives and stuff in their food over there.
I remember a point when Wayne, like a year ago or something,
Uh-huh.
Wayne, every meal for probably like 3 months, every meal was eating McDonald's. It was like supersize me, but times 3.
That's awesome. I love him.
Well, no, the guy did eat every meal. McDonald's.
Yeah, but for only a month.
I feel bad because we got the wrap it up sign from our producer because apparently we've been at this for 2.5 hours.
What?
But I have another report to do. I went to the Mocha and I saw Takahashi Murakami, an artist. I guess I'll talk about it next time.
Doesn't he have that video game, the Katamari video game?
I don't know. I did an extensive research on all of his artwork.
Is that what the penis on your notes means?
Well, the penis is what... Okay, he did say... I'm going to just talk
Oh,
about
he's stuttering.
Little.
He's losing touch.
Sailor Moon. No,
touch.
he did Sailor Moon and
Tires
some
are spinning.
other... No, wait.
Didn't Sailor Moon have like a bunch of like tentacle rape in it or something? Like,
well, I'm believing it now. I think they cleaned it up for America. Because
for America they cleaned it up.
He also
Japan,
did these cute little cartoons for kids and stuff. And you're going through this exhibit, and it's all these cute little cartoons for kids of Sailor Moon and everything. And then you get to this one part of the exhibit where you see the guy from the back. It's like it's about a 6 foot tall statue of an anime guy with blonde hair, and you see him from the back, and he's naked, and there's this white stuff circling around him, and you come to the front, and he's holding his penis, and all this white stuff's coming out of his penis, and it's a anime guy, and he made the statue, and next to him is this woman with huge jugs, like she's really thin, hot anime body. But her jugs would be the equivalent of like a double J or something. Huge.
Good Lord.
And her nipples are huge, the size of penises, and she's holding onto them. And there's milk coming out of one, going around her body and going into the other one.
Did you vomit?
Yeah.
No, I didn't vomit. No, because it's like shiny plastic.
Oh, because it's fake,
it's
right?
Totally fake.
Semen.
No, I just stood there with my mouth open going, and there's
Hoping
kids,
to catch some?
There's kids running around.
I can catch it.
No, we all stood there, but there's kids running around and people, and it's the Museum of Contemporary Art. It's Mocha.
Right.
So everybody's like highbrow about this art and stuff, and it's just like, this is
just porn.
This is pornography.
Yeah.
This is
Wow.
cartoon porn. I do encourage everyone to go see it because it's a very interesting. It's very, very interesting. All the stuff he did and has and everything, and he has these huge statues that are incredible. Not of that kind of stuff, but of other stuff.
I have a question about this. So,
Yeah.
so you're saying that fake semen doesn't make you sick? So I could take like warm yogurt, mix it with water, and then like
If
pour it on you, and
believe it's semen, it
I
might
could make
make
Mark-
me sick. But if it's obviously fake, it won't make me sick. But
What if I
Interesting.
ejaculated fake semen?
no, see, I told you,
That's
if
good.
it looks real, it'll
good.
make me sick. If I
no, but what if
I
it
know,
looks fake,
obviously
but you can
it's
see
fake.
it coming out of his penis?
Like if it's like pink or something like that, or
What if he
Or if it's like-
I
ejaculates?
think if
like
I saw your penis, I might throw up. I'm
Like it-
really sorry. I'm really sorry.
Is that a
really
personal?
And by
sorry.
throw up,
Is it
do you mean-
just his
do you mean
penis, or is
worship?
it penises in general? Because what if you
No,
saw
I'm
my
sure
penis?
it's not any penis. Well, I'm sure I do like what anyone would do is I try to jump on it. Come on, anyone in this room that wouldn't jump on his penis if it was exposed?
I've tried before. and
See?
he's had to hit
See?
me with stakes.
I
See?
was sleeping.
Wait, Peter's gonna cut us off. We have to go around and bring out some drama. So, Tony, what's your drama? What's the drama
My
you're bringing
drama?
up in here? Drama.
What do you mean? What drama?
Any drama going on in your life?
Any drama? I
Like
have
any
going
baby
on?
mom you had to slap or like anything? Like,
No, at the moment, before I came here, I haven't had any like
no drama.
No drama.
No
Past-
drama.
Past few days, I've been.
Was there any drama up in
free.
here between you and Levon or anything?
Oh, except for that, yeah. There was a little
Drama.
tension. I felt that that Peter was intentionally not mentioning that I was coming here to be on the podcast show because.
Oh, because he thought there'd be a whole bunch of drama up in
Yeah,
here
he
with
thought.
Levon.
I think he thought Levon would like have
Throw
more
down?
reasons to
bitch
hate me.
slap you. He bitch slapped you.
Yeah, yeah.
You're a little afraid of Levon, aren't you? Just a little.
Well,
Just a
he
little.
is a little terrifying. I mean, he's a
terrifying.
very
Well,
like
I mean, look, he is a
muscular,
terrorist.
well
He's a
endowed.
very muscular, well-endowed, hot little hottie.
Yeah, he would tear me to pieces if he had the chance.
He would tear it with his
You
bare
know what,
hands.
Yeah,
guys?
and his teeth.
What?
I'd like to enter some drama.
Ooh, bring some drama!
I bet that if David saw Levon's penis ejaculating, he wouldn't mind it.
He'd probably try to catch it.
Wait, you're not upset that his penis isn't as revolting as your penis?
No, I'm a little flattered actually that you're revolted by my penis.
Why are you flattered?
I don't know. It just shows that you're terrified of its majesty.
Creating an impact.
It's like that old saying, like, some mountains are too majestic even for a brave man
Yes.
to approach. I can understand that. Come on, bring us some drama. What about your baby mama, Mark?
I don't.
Yeah, is there drama with
What
that?
about your baby mama? You're moving in with your baby mama, ain't you?
Yeah.
Are you afraid of
Yeah, talk
her
about
mother
that.
at all?
Mark's moving in with
I'm
his
afraid of
baby
what?
mama.
Of her mother? Have you met her mother?
Yeah, he's moving with his baby mama,
No,
his baby's
I love
mama's
her mom. She's
mama.
awesome.
Yeah. But you're not worried about anything? Like
is she going to be like Miss Jackson?
That, like,
or
she's not
whatever?
gonna be like,
she's going to go off on you? She's going to go off on you. They're going to be a people's court. She's going to be like, I really moved into my house, and he stole my core.
Dude. Or what?
My core.
Core of what?
My wheels, bitch. My Chrysler.
You have a Chrysler?
Bitch, I ain't talking about me. I'm talking about your baby mama.
Dude,
shit.
Poor.
Shit. Are we going to have a party all up in there?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. You have to talk to her about
what
that.
about the baby mama? Does she ever go anywhere?
Okay.
Wait, Crystal,
3,
drama. Ready, go.
Pancakes with us.
Pancakes. Wait, I have really good drama. I'm about to tell it right now. Okay, this is what happened. Let me...